Hey, happy Sunday. Whee! I just left Walmart. I went to Walmart and I bought some stuff for the Angel Tree kids. I got socks and underwear for all three of the kids. And it's so fun because that's one thing I love about shopping for the girls is that I never got to look at any of the girl stuff when my kids were small. You know, they were all about trucks and race cars and, just stuff like that. And so I never got to look at any of the other stuff. So it's always kind of cute. I love going over there and looking at, they have the cutest little sets of pajamas right now. For boys and girls, they're both so cute. And you don't have to be a boy or a girl to wear any of it, because honestly, when I was small, I would have liked the boy stuff better, because some of it I just thought was cooler. And when I was growing up, pretty much all of my clothes were hand-me-downs, unless it was something that my mom made, because my mom used to do some sewing, and she would make some of our stuff. So she made a couple of dresses for me. I remember this one time when I was 4. I still remember this because I was so embarrassed because it was so, ugly. She made this pantsuit for me out of double knit polyester with the seams stitched down the front and bell bottoms. Now this was 1977, okay? And it had the big old butterfly collar, and I remember it was green. The pants were green, and the shirt had the same color green and white in it. And it was just like something right off the set of Lawrence Welk. And it was just the ugliest stamp. And I hated it. I absolutely hated it. And I didn't want to wear it. And I remember some of my cousins had come over. They were over at the house, and my mom told me to go put it on so they could see it. And I'm like, Mom, no, I didn't want to put it on. I'm like, go put it on. I don't want to put it on. I hated it. And she made me go put it on and come out and show my cousins. And I came out and they all laughed at me. They laughed at me. And then she let me go take it off like Ralphie in A Christmas Story, with the bunny thing. Yeah, like that. Like, Mom, go put it on. God, it was ugly. And, oh God, it was so hideous. Fortunately, it disappeared. I don't think I ever had to wear it again. What was I saying? Damn, that has nothing to do with anything. Hand-me-downs. Yes. If you don't know what hand-me-downs are, you grew up richer than I did. Hand-me-downs means it's clothes that were given from somebody else, usually, like if you're a kid, it's clothes that one of your cousins or your sibling outgrew and now you get to wear. I was happy, though, because most of my older cousins are boys, and I got all their hand-me-downs, and they had some cool t-shirts with stuff on them, and I had these neat t-shirts, and their blue jeans. They had the tough skins, remember those, and dungarees. Yes, my mom always called them dungarees. She didn't call them jeans. She called them dungarees. I had so many. I didn't care about the pants so much, but I loved having all those shirts, and the sweatshirts and things. Oh yeah, that was my thing. I was a huge tomboy for a long time. And anyway, so I was happy to have all the boy stuff because I just thought it was cooler. I didn't like the girls' clothes. They were all pink and frilly and don't get them dirty. And that's the thing I hated about wearing dresses, because whenever you got a dress on, you got to put on tights, you got the nice shoes, and then you have to just sit there because you don't want to get dirty and you can't go play. And I hated that. I still kind of hate that. Like you gotta be all prim and proper, and you can't go out there and play in the dirt. And so I never liked having to dress up. I dress up now, but I'd probably also go play in the dirt. Anyway, what the hell was I saying? But I still like to look at the girl stuff because it's very cute, and they have a lot of cute stuff. So we have 2 girls and 1 boy, and I'm going by what's on their list. I'm not buying them stuff just because they're a girl or a boy. I'm trying to stick to what they say on the list they like, what they want, stuff like that. Now, there's nothing on the list about pajamas, but I got them each a set of pajamas. I didn't get the 14-year-old girl's pajamas here. Actually, I already ordered her a set of pajamas on Amazon because I was already on there ordering stuff anyway, and I found some, and I just got them. So we have a 5-year-old girl, 8-year-old boy, 14-year-old girl. The 5 and the 18-year-old are brother and sister. So I try to keep in mind for siblings I try to spend about the same amount on both. and I have to keep in mind they're going to see each other's presents. So it's just something to keep in mind when you're buying stuff. You know, you don't want to go spend like $300 on one kid and $75 on the other. I try to keep it as even as possible. So I'm keeping in mind, like, they each want a bike. So I meant to look at the bikes while I was in there. I forgot. This store actually has a pretty decent selection of bikes most of the time. I forgot to look at the bikes. But there's nothing on the list about pajamas, but I usually get them some pajamas. Although the 14-year-old did specifically say she would like satin or silk sleep sets, which I'm assuming is like, you know, pajamas. So she wears a women's size large, I believe. I think it said women's large. Because you can circle child or adult for the clothing sizes, and they had adult circled and large. So I found, and she likes black, the color black. So I found a black satin pajama set on Amazon, and I was already ordering stuff, so I just went ahead and added that to it. So I didn't get her any pajamas in there. For the 5-year-old, she likes Disney princesses and the color pink. Well, I found some Disney princess pajamas in there. I think they were kind of lavender, but anyway, it has Disney princesses all over it. So I got her those pajamas. Before I saw that, I had another set picked out. I saw this pink pajama set, and it had like this sparkly little unicorn on it, and it was so cute. I was going to get her those until I saw the Disney princess ones, so then I got those instead. The 8-year-old, I found some race car pajamas, and he loves race cars. The main thing he wants for Christmas is a race car track. I've already ordered one on Amazon. It's on the way. So I saw they had a race car set of pajamas, so I went ahead and ordered that for him, or I bought that for him in Walmart. And it's funny too, because it was right up near the front, and I went around and around the pajamas, and somehow I missed the race car pajamas until I was coming back up through, and then I saw it, and they had it in his size. He's 8, but he already wears a 14-16, which is, that's, for an 8-year-old, that's pretty big. But I got it. I went ahead and got the 14-16. They had the pajamas in 14-16, so I went ahead and got those. And I also got socks and underwear for each kid. And I tried to stick to stuff that I thought they would like. For the 8-year-old boy, I tried to find like some race car themed socks. I couldn't find any in his size. So I just got some dark crew socks. I just got a pack of those. I mean, they're not going to care. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, you know, you get socks and I didn't care. I mean, it was great and all, but I didn't really care. So I didn't worry a whole lot about it. He probably doesn't care. If he's anything like my kids, he doesn't care about socks and underwear all that much. The underwear I got him was kind of plain too. I doubt he's going to worry about it too much. Let's see. So I'm going to go to Costco one day. I want to wait until after Shit, it doesn't matter, does it? It's going to be crowded at Costco no matter when you go between now and Christmas, isn't it? It's not going to freaking matter. I want to go to Costco because they have really cute sets of clothes for kids. Like you'll have like a sweatshirt and sweatpants that match or something like that. I've ordered all 3 of them coats on Amazon. See, what I did was I started saving up my Amazon points. I have an Amazon credit card. I use it everywhere, and then I just pay it off once a month. So I don't carry a balance at all. But I've been saving up my points all year, and I have almost $500 worth of points on my card. And I use that balance to pay for a whole bunch of stuff. I've already ordered a bunch of stuff on Amazon, and it covered a lot for these 3 kids. I got the AirPods with a fast charger. Her pajamas. I got 3 coats for each of them. The race car track. I ordered a Disney princess thing. I ordered quite a few things, and it didn't cover all of it, but it covered most of it. So that's really cool. That was my plan last year. I thought, why don't you just start saving your points and use those towards the Angel Tree kids? So that's what I did. So it went a long way in paying for stuff. The AirPods with the fast charger were only $100. So, and they're wireless. I checked to make sure it was everything she wanted. It is. I also have a cool idea, and I'm going to have to put instructions in with the presents so that her parents or guardians know she needs to open this one last. and it's going to be the AirPods. Let her open. I got her some other stuff too. I ordered a hair straightener on Amazon. Oh, I feel like there was something else. I ordered a whole bunch of stuff, and I ordered some stuff for myself at the same time, but my stuff wasn't, I paid for my stuff separately. I had a bunch. Anyway, it was a flurry of activity on Amazon. I thought about something funny to do. So you take the AirPods, right, and you wrap them, and then you put them in a bigger box, and you wrap that, you put it in a bigger box, and you wrap that. I think we're going to do that for the AirPods. I don't want her to just see it, because if she sees that little box, she's going to know what it is. I want her to not know what it is. And let her open the other stuff first, but I want to make sure that I indicate somehow this box, have her open this one last, because that's going to be the AirPods. That's the one thing she really wants. I want it to be a surprise, so I'll so, and then like use like different color wrapping paper for each present in the, like nesting dolls. So, all right now. I didn't look at wrapping paper either. I'm not hitting on much. But yeah, I need to look at wrapping paper for them too. I might actually go to Target, because if it's like last year, Walmart didn't have much of a selection of wrapping paper last year. And I think it's because they have had so much left over every year after Christmas that they just don't have as much anymore. Target had a much better wrapping paper selection last year. I was disappointed in Walmart's selection. It was pretty sad. So I could look at Costco too, but Costco always has these giant rolls of wrapping paper, and I don't need any wrapping paper personally. I have so much of it up in the attic already, but I wanted to find some that the kids would like. And my paper is like old lady wrapping paper. They don't give a shit about my paper. I want to try to find something like I am sure somebody has Disney Princess wrapping paper, and I'm sure somebody has like race car themed wrapping paper. Somebody does. And for the 14-year-old, I wanted to find something kind of sophisticated, because she likes, her favorite color is black, but it always said she's also a girly girl. Target would probably be the best place to go try to find like a wrapping paper that I think she would like. And I could mix it up. I mean, she's the only one. She's like the only kid. We're not shopping for any siblings or anything. So, when I have siblings, I'll wrap one kid's presents in this paper and the other kid's presents in this paper. So I separate them out. A Corvette Stingray. Oh, Lord. It's beautiful. It's like cobalt blue. I'm sorry, dude. I'm going to turn right in front of you because I want to go see that Corvette. I'm sorry. I've been distracted. Where are you going? Oh, I got to show you this. Oh, it's beautiful. It's freaking gorgeous. I'm going to park over here because I want to show it to you. Oh, my God. Just a minute. I'm going to wait till they get out because I'm not a weirdo or anything. Damn, that is a nice car. You'd think if I had $1 billion, I'd buy a Volkswagen bus. Honestly, I'd probably buy one of those first because I've always wanted a Corvette like that. Get out, go away. I'll get back to what I was talking about in a minute. That is gorgeous. They're at the Aldi. Look at that. Damn, that's a nice car. I'm waiting for them to leave. Yeah, I'm at Aldi. I'm here to get some groceries. I don't think I want to park over here. I mean, I could. It'd help me get in my steps. I don't blame them. If I had one, I'd park it over here, too. Anybody getting... Oh, shit. There's a lady sitting over here. Hang on a second. Look at that beautiful car. Oh, my God. I love that color. It's absolutely just stunning. Look at that. Oh, man. I love that car. It is so freaking cool. I would love to take it for a drive. I've only ridden in a Corvette once in my whole life. I'll tell you about it. My dad was a gunsmith when I was a kid. And he did some work for a sporting goods store. I'm sorry, lady. Calm down. I did some work. My dad did work periodically for a sporting goods store. Look at it while I drive by. Look at that. Damn. Get out of the way, Jiffy. Good God almighty. Woo! Yeah. The lady behind me is like, get out of my way, bitch. She's on a mission. All right now. Okay. You go to the Y. Calm down. You no need to get all full of yourself. Okay. So my dad used to do some gun work for a sporting goods store down in Rockingham. And it was called the Ram Sporting Goods. And the owner of the Ram had a burgundy Corvette, kind of like that one back there. And I used to love going, when my dad was picking up or dropping off work that he had done, I would go with him sometimes with the hopes of getting to see that Corvette. And my dad said, do you want to go for a ride in it? And I said, oh, because I was a very bashful child. I said, he said, well, we can talk to him and see if he'll take you for a ride in it. And I was embarrassed. I started pre-blushing. If you blush easily, like just the thought of asking this man if I could go for a ride in his Corvette, I just started to pre-blush sitting there in the truck, And he said, oh, Mary, come on. I bet he'll take you for a ride if we ask him to. So my dad went in and he asked. My dad doesn't care. He's not bashful at all. He'll speak right on up. So he went in there and he asked, there's a marshmallow in my purse. I know why it's in there. And there's a reason. I put it in there. It was actually one that Glinda the Good Witch dropped on the floor off of a sugar cookie at the charity event the other night, and there was not a trash can handy, so I stuck it in my pocketbook. It's still in there. It's hard as a rock. So he went in and he asked the man, he said, can you take Mary just around, take her for a spin in the Corvette? He said, oh yeah, we'll go right now. And I was embarrassed but excited at the same time. I didn't know how to feel. I was afraid I was going to spontaneously combust. That sun is hot. So he took me for a ride, and it was the most exciting thing I had ever done. The sound of the engine and just vroom, vroom, vroom. Oh, and you sit so low in those bucket seats, and I still remember looking at the door, and I always wondered how it worked. And he had to show me, like, you have to, the door handle is kind of up, and you have to push it down and pull it. And I just thought that was the most fancy thing I had ever seen in my life. And he took me for a ride in that Corvette, and I fell in love with that car, and I thought one of these days when I'm a grown up, I hope I can have a Corvette. This is great. It's great. So, honestly, if I had money right now that I didn't need for anything, which I don't, but if I did, I would be very tempted to go buy a Corvette. I really would, like that. I want one like that. I don't want one of the newer ones. I want one from the early to mid 70s, late 70s. That kind of body style right there. That's the one I like. I don't like any of the other ones like I like that one. Some of the really old ones are cool, but to buy, yeah, I'd get one of those like that. I don't plan to do that anytime soon, but I'm just saying if I was going to do it, I would get one that looked like that. So, all right. Wrapping paper. Yes, I'm going to go shopping for wrapping paper. I might do that over, I don't know. I have plans. I'm going out of town later. I'll explain what it is. We're going on a little adventure. It's kind of a low-key, ridiculous adventure, but we're going on an adventure anyway. I also want to try to get out to Buc-ee's before Christmas. That's going to have to be on a weekend, which is when they're busy, and I may kick myself for it. But somebody told me, if you know anything about Buc-ee's, just tell me, is it worth it trying to go to look? Do they do anything for Christmas? Like, do they decorate do they do anything for Christmas? I don't want to go all the way down there because it's almost 2.5 hours one way to go to the closest Buc-ee's. So you're talking 5 hours round trip. I don't want to go all the way down there if it's not worth going for. So if you know anything about Buc-ee's, and I know at least one employee at that store is a subscriber. I don't know if he's watching this, but because I saw him and talked to him while I was there. Hey, by the way, if you're here, is it worth going down there? Because I don't know. They're talking about we might get a Buc-ee's here in North Carolina, but I don't know. I haven't heard any more about it. But if they do, it should be not too far from here, which would be really great. So I'm going to go shopping for wrapping paper. I'll go to Target and look at their wrapping paper. Because I always think they have a cooler selection of wrapping paper than Walmart anyway. They do. They have a wider variety, and they just have neat wrapping paper, in my opinion. So we'll go, and I think that's where I got wrapping paper last year. I want to get Disney Princess wrapping paper, like a race car, Hot Wheels themed wrapping paper, and something kind of elegant for the 14-year-old, because I have a 14-year-old, and I know once they get to that age, they don't want that kid stuff anymore. Most of them, not all of them. most of them don't want that kid stuff anymore. They want something grown up. They're like, you know, Mom, that's for babies. I don't want that. That's for little kids. Don't embarrass me. Yes, Lord, I know. I went through that with both of mine. I have a 14-year-old right now. He thinks he's 37. We were talking last night about future goals and what he wants to do, and yeah, so he thinks he's grown. He's not quite there yet. I'm not supposed to talk about him. That was another thing. He said, Mom, please stop talking about me in your videos. I'm sorry, that slipped out. He doesn't want me talking about him. I do apologize. But he does think he's 37, I swear to God. So I'm going to go into Aldi and get some groceries. I think my video tonight is going to be about the Angel Tree kids. I took their lists in, and so I knew about like sizes and stuff like that. I got socks and underwear for all three. Pajamas have been obtained. I have coats for all three. I don't think I'm going to try to get shoes, because I mean, I have shoe sizes here, but honestly, I'm getting a bike for each of the siblings, and I got AirPods and other stuff, and I'm going to end up spending $1,000 per kid if I'm not careful. And I would love to do it, but I want to try to do a fourth kid, and I don't want to run out of money, so I'm probably not going to do shoes. I mean, you're not required to get every single thing they check off, because they have like clothing, like they have shirt, jacket, sweater, shoes, dress, coat, pants, socks, underwear, shirt or skirt. And then, yeah, you're not required to get all that. It's just, you know, if you want to. So, but I wanted to at least get them each a coat, a nice warm coat, socks and underwear, and like just a fun little pair of pajamas. You know, I always want to try to at least do that. And then I'm going to go to, my stomach's growling. I'm going to go to Costco one day and see if I can pick out some cute little sets for them, you know, like at least get them just one set of something, you know, because they have some neat stuff. I'm going to try to do that one day. So, yeah. I think last year I ended up spending like $200 per kid. I'm probably going to go over that this year. But shit, everything's gone up. I mean, it's hard not to. You don't get a whole lot for $200. You really don't, especially if you're Christmas shopping. I mean, you'd be surprised how fast you can spend $200. It's not hard. But anyway, I just wanted to say hey and get you up to date on what I'm doing with my Angel Tree list. I am working on it, and I have a whole bunch of stuff coming from Amazon, and all my points are gone now, back down to 0. I do want to try to do a fourth kid if we can, but again, I don't know, because everything has to be bought, wrapped, and returned by December 8th, and I just, between now and then, I really don't know. I may end up only having time to do these 3, but because I'm still not done shopping. And then we got to do the videos and wrap everything. It will really just depend on how much time I have. So we'll just see how it goes. Yeah. So, but thank you so much for watching and for being here. I hope you're having a good weekend. It's really pretty here today. It's really nice. And I'll see you again soon.